Good morning, my name is Steve Hartnell and I'm a member of the Free. I had this thought today as I went for a walk along the beach that the day changes every day. The day is different. The sand is rearranged. Every small grain of sand is put into a different place. The clouds are never the same. They're constantly changing. The birds, the bushes, and all that we see are never in the same order as they were the day before, or even in an hour later. It changes constantly. And it's almost as if each part of the day is an instrument in the orchestra. And if it was put together as an orchestra, there's not a conductor on earth that could make any sort of nice sound out of it. It would take the greatest of composers and still it wouldn't work. But God orchestrates the day seamlessly into something of beauty. And what of ourselves? There's a uniqueness in what we see on the beach, but each one of us is unique. There's over 7 billion of us on this earth today. And each one of us have different DNA, different fingerprints. Even fraternal twins have different DNA and fingerprints. And it's been estimated that on this earth, there has lived over 110 billion people, all loved by God. It started off with 2, and then over the centuries, there has been about 110 billion people living on this earth. And each one of us is different. Each one of us is unique. But each one of us is loved by God. He is the one constant in our lives. It says in Malachi, I, the Lord, do not change. Malachi 6, verse 3. Hebrews 13:5. The writer says this, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. And in Psalm 100, verse 5, in the Message version, it says, for God is sheer beauty, all generous in love, loyal always and ever. And again in Hebrews 13:8, it says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today and forever. People change, civilizations rise and fall, but he is constant. He is the one thing, the one part of our lives that is constant. He has always been holy. He's always been amazing. He's always been all loving, compassionate. He hasn't changed. He was all those things to the first 2 people on this earth, and he's still the same for us today. We've all gone through massive change recently with the coronavirus. For some, it's complete chaos, and for others, it might lend itself to boredom. But when you're a follower of Jesus and you read his word in the Bible and you see the stories of the life that he led, there is nothing boring in that. Each day was a different day for him, and he remained constant through that. Everything he did in love. It's often said in the Bible that, and filled with compassion, Jesus did this, or filled with compassion, he did that. He never sinned. He was tempted, but he never fell into temptation. And he died on the cross so that we could have, once again, a relationship with God in heaven. The gap of sin that has been caused by the things that we have done has now been broached by Jesus when he spread out his arms wide on the cross. Sometimes, I feel God has moved. I don't feel close to God. But it's not him that's moved. It's me by my actions and the things that I have done. So what is our response to this? I found this in the Message version of the Bible in Psalm 119. I'm not going to read the whole of it. It's in verse 5. It says, you, God, prescribed the right way to live. Now you expect us to live it. Oh, that my steps might be steady, keeping to the course that you have set. Then I'd never have any regrets in comparing my life with your counsel. I think that's our prayer for today. Thank you.